Don't let nobody tell you different. Especially with women like you. Hey boo, what is up? So in today's video, we are doing a beginner's makeup tutorial, which means detailed step-by-step information about what I'm doing. And quick disclaimer, that doesn't mean we're putting on just a little, because I know when I use terms like everyday makeup, simple makeup, people think that that means that it will be easy for them to do. They think that it means just a little bit, when in actuality, those are words to just describe the type of makeup look that we're going for. Just like bridal, just like soft glam. Simple makeup is the same as like a clean makeup look, and everyday makeup is just a makeup look that you will wear on an everyday basis. Not that you put it on every single day, but it's just a normal day. It's not your wedding, it's not New Year's Eve. I make these videos because every day I meet someone that says, hey, you know what, I never got into makeup, but I want to get into makeup and I want to do makeup now. So boo, if that's you, this video is for you. For my returning viewers, you know that I like to bring you just chit chat and new products that I'm really excited about. So let's go ahead and get started, girl, because oh child, I need some makeup on. And my skin has been thriving. When you look at it, it is doing so very and incredibly good. I'm going to be sharing my new skincare routine with you, so be sure to subscribe if you already haven't, because you do not want to miss how I am looking like $1,000,000, okay, in 4K. With not a stitch of makeup, just skincare. Hit that subscribe button and hit it now. So to start off, I am using my Avo Cosmetics Botanical Toner. You already know this is my all-natural vegan and organic skincare line, formulated by me for melanin-rich skin. Girl, when I tell you I was struggling with my skin, and my skincare line is the only thing that helped me, that cleared my face up, babe, I tell you no lies. I swear by my skincare line, okay? I use my botanical toner and my clarifying cleanser each and every single day. This is a 4-step system. It takes the guesswork out of what you should use, when you should use it. It has been designed to keep the skin clear. So refreshing. While that's drying, I'm going to use some of my Dior lip plumper. I like this one because it's super gentle. It doesn't give off a lot of heat. And if you have like crusty lips, feels like eucalyptus or peppermint or something in here, eats that crust off them lips. Worth it girl. Okay, now that that has sunk in, I'm going to go in with my Kiehl's. This is the niacinamide serum. I'm using this because I like to keep the skincare really light when I'm doing a beat. You don't want like the makeup to slip around. Look at how glowy and hydrated I look. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my Bobbi Brown eye base and face base. You already know that these are skincare items and makeup primers in one. They have ingredients like hyaluronic acid and vitamin C, so it's helping to fade dark spots, it's plumping up the skin, and it's also gripping on to the makeup, and it smells amazing. Now I'm going to take my Chanel Sublimage foundation. This is so skin-like. It is absolutely ridiculous. It comes with this little brush here, which is so cute. I promise you, when I was putting it on in the store, trying it on, I was like, okay, nice. And the lady was like, oh wait, let me give you the brush that it comes with, because I was like using my hand or a disposable sponge or something like that. And when she gave me the brush, I promise you, this is not a free gift. Like, it made the makeup lay on so smooth and so beautiful. I was like, yeah, sign me up. I want that. This is the most natural looking foundation I have ever had. My daughter was like, it doesn't look like you have on anything at all. It truly does look just like my skin. I know it's a little bit pricey, but girl, when I tell you, if you're looking for something that's absolutely beautiful, this is it. It comes with this little spatula, so I'm just gonna scoop some out, probably that much to start with, and I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. And then I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush. I know I just raved about the other brush, but we're gonna use this one, and I'm just going to start buffing this into my skin. Look at, like, you can't even tell. And it's okay when you're using like a light coverage foundation or medium. You don't always have to go full coverage, because one, a lot of these light to medium foundations can be built up with different layers, and two, you're going to put a lot of different stuff on top of this, so it's okay to start sheer. Now I'm just stamping in the center of my face. When you stamp the product into the skin, you get much fuller coverage. And I don't go super heavy on the foundation on my forehead. I keep the thickest application on the cheeks and in the center of the face. You want to just take your time and just press it in. And I'm gonna buff a little bit. Buff this into the skin a little bit. Absolutely beautiful. Now I'm going to take my Gucci concealer and I'm going to put this right around my smile lines, because this is crease proof. Cover up that mustache too. And now I'm going to highlight the rest of my face. I'm going to go in with the Born This Way Too Faced. This is in Butterscotch. And I'm going to just put this in the center of my face. And this one is thick, so we don't need to use a whole lot. A little definitely goes a long way. And then I'm going to take the Hourglass and I'm going to put this one underneath my eye, because you always want to use a very lightweight hydrating. Like, this feels really good going against my skin. It's best not to use anything too heavy underneath the eye if you want a more natural, seamless look. So underneath the eye, I'm going to let that sit for a little minute, because I want that coverage to be maximum, okay? And the longer that you let this sit, the prettier it blends out. So I'm going to blend out the highlight with a fluffy concealer brush, just by like stamping it in. And I'm going to leave the under eye sitting there for a while. I'm going to take this fluffy brush. All of the brushes can be found on Amazon, by the way. I'll have them linked below in the description box. And I'm going to just continue to stamp this in and blend it into the foundation. Moving on to the brows, because I still want my under eye to be sitting. I'm going to just start by brushing them up, and then I'm going to take this Jason Wu dark brown, really skinny eyebrow pencil, and I'm going to start just by creating a line underneath. I'm going to distribute that product through the brow without disturbing the line too much. Okay, now I'm going to finish blending it out with a lighter brow pencil, and this one is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Doing upward strokes at the front, very soft pressure, and then just dragging that color through the rest of the brow. Okay, now I'm going to take my MAC Pot Concealer, and I'm going to clean up underneath my brow, and I'm going to use LA Girl to clean up the top a little bit. So for the light one, I'm going to just start right here at the very arch. Not a lot of pressure, and just a quick sweep of concealer. Like nothing, we're not going all the way over, and use the finger to blend it out so that the color can stay right up underneath the arch. Then I'm going to use the LA Girl concealer, take a little bit on the back of my hand, shear it out a lot, and just start at the top and kind of bring it down. And we're focusing this again at the arch. Okay, we're finally going to blend out the under eye. Start by tapping it in with a fluffy concealer brush, and what I like to do is get that initial stamp in, right? Not blend it out too much, but just blend it down a little bit, and then I bounce to the other eye so that this one doesn't continue to sit while the other one is constantly being blended out. Bouncing back and forth between eyes is easy as for me, especially to like remember the steps and to kind of see how the makeup is progressing. I would suggest that for anyone, although I know some people they like do one eye at a time. If that works for you, I get it, but I like to bounce back and forth. So do you see how like buttery that looks? So cute. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to start pressing that under eye in. Very light pressure. We don't want to move anything, so we're just pouncing the product in and lifting up a little bit to sheer it out. Now I'm going to take a foundation stick and a foundation brush, and I'm going to use this to contour my nose. Now for this, because of my nose shape, I like to concentrate the bulk of the contour on the bowl of the nose. I'm going to go in with another Too Faced concealer. This one is in shade Warm Beige. I'll concentrate this one closer to the inner corner. Just use a dab, put a dab on the nose. And now I'm going to go in with my cream bronzer and cream blush. This is why I say you don't have to worry about having a super full coverage foundation all of the time. Like if you're trying to do an event and you need long lasting makeup and you need makeup that's going to photograph well, because makeup that's going to be under lights and have to like endure sweat and time is much different than makeup where if you're just like hopping in a photo, you're not under like a bunch of bright lights, you're not supposed to be the star, it's not your birthday, it's not your wedding, you're not on stage, but you're going out, gonna be looking cute, maybe in some low lighting, maybe have a little flash photography here or there. You can do a light to medium foundation, build it up and layer it up by putting your entire base down in cream first and then setting everything in powder. That's the best way to look the most natural, to have long lasting makeup that looks really good, really natural, still photographs well. I'm gonna take the LYS and I'm gonna start at the forehead like that. right above, you see the cut of my cheek? I'm gonna go right above that. Oh, this one kind of went a little bit higher. There we go. Cut the jaw a little bit, cause girl. All right, now I'm gonna take this brush and I'm gonna start stamping that in. Buff it out with this one. This one has become my new favorite blending brush. And just stamping it in. Get a little tiny bit into that hairline. So you don't have too abrupt of a start and stop there. Then do the same for the cheek. Just tapping it in. And now we're going to go in with the Rare Beauty Purple Blush. When I tell you this is absolutely amazing, that's what I mean. And I like to put it right on because I tried to go like on the back of the hand. Not this one. This product is best placed directly against the skin to me. A bit under the eye. I'm keeping it right at the highest point of the cheek. I'm not bringing it down. Like when you blend it, it's going to blend down a little bit on its own. You can really keep your blush placement really high. How flawless. How flawless. Okay. Make sure that under eye is not creased because we are about to set all of our creams. I'm using super light pressure. Going in with the Urban Decay All Nighter. This one is, I think, luminous. And it has vitamin C. Back in with the Beauty Blender. Just taking my time. This looks remarkable. Now I'm going to take my Chanel Libre and I'm going to use another damp sponge. This one is for powder. And I'm just going to start pressing this into the under eye. Working back and forth again. There's really nothing left on the sponge at this point, so I'm going to take it onto the eyelid. And this is just to set the under eye. We're going to bake with another powder and another sponge. And a lot of people ask, what is baking? Well, it does so many things. It acts as a catch-all for your shadows. It allows the powder to sit onto the skin and warm up to the skin a little bit. It deposits just a little bit of color. Baking does so much. And if you have fine lines, if you have wrinkles, you can still bake. You just have to use the right type of powder. I'm gonna bake with the Hourglass Veil. And you have to really like sweep it away with the setting spray. I mean, melt it in with the setting spray. So I'm gonna take this pointy sponge, and I'm using a sponge instead of a puff because I want this to sit right on top of the skin. I don't want to press this in at all. I have a daughter that's off in college. Can you believe it? Like, what? And you know what? I am so incredibly proud. It is such a blessing. The rest of the face, I'm actually gonna go in with the Huda. I kind of like to reserve certain products strictly for underneath the eye. I'm gonna take a little bit of this underneath there, not much. And now I'm gonna take a foundation powder by MAC. This one is in shade NW45. It looks like this. And I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and sweep away that highlight that got onto the nose contour. This is my foundation shade. Okay, I've been going back and forth for a minute on my nose just to make sure that everything is baking in a very neat way. Like, you don't want to bake or lay your makeup down sloppily. It definitely matters. I'm just softening the edges of the bake, pressing it in. Now let's add our bronzer. I have been going so hard on this one right here. Like, I don't know what it is about this YSL bronzer, but baby, it's like you cannot put too much. It always looks great. Super beautiful, super easy to use, super blendable. Like, look at this. I think it's called like Hyperfix. Look at how beautiful. And then you just buff and swirl. I'm gonna put a little on the chin because you like to make sure that the whole face is cohesive. All hours bronzer, but yeah, girl, wow, wow, this cold, this cold, boo, this cold. Now I'm going to add my purple blush from my Mirrored Makeup blush quad, the CoCo Girls blush quad. You can find this on my site. I'm gonna go into the purple, and purple is the dark skin girls pink. Don't let nobody tell you different, okay? And if you hear anybody else say that, they got it from me. Miss Kiki been saying that for years, okay? But do you see what I mean? How purple is the dark skin girl's pink? It's like our flesh tone. So pretty. And it's like meshes in. It's so blendable. It's so easy to use. And we're gonna take a big old fluffy brush. And we could go into the red and just brush a little bit of that on the cheek. No, this is how you get that beautiful blush, that seamless looking blush, is by layering it. We don't use one, we use multiple, okay? That's how you have lasting power. That's how it blends effortlessly into the skin. Everything looks seamless. Nothing looks cut off or like it just stopped. Now I'm gonna take some more of my foundation powder and I'm just going to set around my mouth. I usually do this part at the end, but you know what? This makeup is looking so good. I'm like, continue to blend it down. So as you can see, this is just further melting everything together, making it look so much more natural and seamless, and it's setting it as well. And every time I glimpse over there to the monitor, girl, it's looking so good. Like, okay, taking this eyeliner brush and my NYX white eyeliner pencil, I'm going to line my eyes. And I'm just keeping that dead in the center. Not taking it all the way to the inner corner, not taking it all the way to the end. Working out the James Charles palette because I want neutral, but not like 100% neutral. I want the look to be a little fun. But before I do that, I'm gonna take my Fenty powder and I'm gonna add my last powder right here, blending the under eye and the blush. Nice, firm, fluffy brush just to pat that in and to blend that in. You know, fluffy brushes are for blending. Okay, I'm gonna start off with this beautiful orange right here. And I'm just going to start very small strokes back and forth in the crease. Let me zoom you in just a little bit. And we're just starting very light. And going back in with this and a denser brush, concentrating on the outer V. Sweep a little bit underneath the eye. Now I'm going to go into my Juvia's Place because I want to grab this yellow right here. I'm going to do it on a synthetic brush. I'm just going to pat, press and pat right on the mobile lid. Then I'm going to pat a little bit of this red right at the start of that yellow just to blend it in with the crease color. Instead of taking a black or a brown, we're gonna use some more color. I'm gonna take a dark purple and just smudge it in the lash line. I'm gonna give the eye a slight lift right at the very end. Darkest part on the outer part of the eye. So what we've done is like camouflage the droop that the eye has here. Now I'm going to add my inner corner highlight, very light pressure. And then I'm going to take my Tom Ford and do such an incredible wing. Okay, now that the eyes are done, I'm going to zoom you out and sweep this powder off my face and finish up. And this went so super quick. Half of the reason is because I have everything right in front of me in my makeup bag. You know, I use this makeup bag. This is on my site. It's so large. It holds a lot. It's perfect for my organization girlies, perfect for my cosmetic girlies, makeup, skincare, fragrance, nail stuff, perfect for travel. Of course, it's waterproof. Everything is shatterproof. It has the removable dividers, and that's just a really quick makeup tip. Like, when you want quick makeup, effective makeup, you don't have all day, you've got to have everything right in front of you. Absolutely flawless. Let's add a little bit more blush. You want a red and a purple blush and you can't find one, so you just create your own. Super duper stunning. Stop. Okay, before we set, let's pick out some lashes. I've got designer. Ooh, really dainty and feminine. Then we've got Queendom. Long and wispy. Spiky. Long. Beautiful. Wispy. And we've got Tootie. Ooh, I think I'm gonna go with these. This is like a medium density. And then we got Glam. This one looks just like Tootie, except it's a heavier density. All delicious lashes. Yeah. Yeah, let's do glam, boo. Go ahead and brush some mascara in my lashes. Just wiggling at the base. Getting some product through there so they can stand up and blend in with the flossy. And this is the Lancome Big Monsieur. Let's say it again. 2-piece. I got a minute and 2 eat. I did an in and ooh eat. I don't even know the song, girl. Let me stop. Saturate the face. Do not be scared to use your setting spray, girl. See, it only makes things better. Remember I showed you that Charlotte Tilbury secret that you can have really smooth, flawless under eyes. If you have not checked out that video, be sure to check it out. We're doing one swipe, taking a damp beauty sponge and looking up, pressing it onto the under eye. And this is shimmer, so we're avoiding texture. But this, with that little tact, it just really makes it look so like melty. Like it takes that powdery look away, which is what I love, especially for in person. Like if I'm standing there talking to someone, boo, I do not like a powdery under eye. Like it just gives cakey, it gives old, it gives, it just doesn't look effortless. Like it looks so bad. Always the little last finishing touches that makes a world of a difference. A little bit of this Stila on the inner corner. Just tap it. I did this the other day and I was obsessed. I was like, yeah, that's my new inner corner for a while. You're welcome. Now I'm gonna go in and do the lip. I'm gonna use this Makeup Forever pencil. And I'm gonna overline the top. Notice how I'm not going all the way up. Tap it out with my finger. And then I'm going to go in with the Hourglass. This is in shade Trace. And I'm just going to tap that onto the lips. This makeup is tea. Listen, be sure to check out my site. Don't forget, sign up for my free VIP beauty community. I'm sharing with you everything I know and love so that I can keep you looking good, girl, because that's my job. Your very own personal beauty consultant. But in the meantime, click like, click share, click subscribe, duh, and I'll be sure to see you on the next one. Mwah! I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like